Welcome to The Explainer. So today, we're tackling something pretty much everyone thinks about, but let's be real, very few people actually have a grounded, realistic strategy for. We're talking about the 7-day core and full-body fat loss blueprint. Let's cut through all the noise out there and rely strictly on the science to map out exactly what you need to do, step by step, to build healthy habits that actually last.
Okay, let's dive right into this. If you've been trying to lose belly fat and feeling like absolutely nothing is working, you're definitely not alone. Can you actually target belly fat? It's the million-dollar question, right? You've probably seen a million videos promising a flat stomach in days with, one weird trick. But here's the truth. There's no exercise, no magic drink, and absolutely no shortcut that's going to magically melt belly fat overnight. The fitness industry loves to sell quick fixes. But to get real results, we need to completely reset our expectations and look at the actual biological facts.
And that brings us to exactly what we're up against, the myth of spot reduction. Before we even think about jumping into a workout, you really have to understand this concept. Science consistently shows that doing hundreds or literally thousands of crunches is not going to directly burn fat off your stomach. Our bodies just don't work that way. Instead, your body loses fat from all over, based on a really complex mix of your genetics, your hormones, your diet, and your overall calorie balance. You simply can't tell your body where to drop the fat just by flexing the muscle underneath it. And honestly, that's exactly why our 7-day challenge doesn't just obsess over the abs. Instead, we're focusing on full-body movements that jack up your overall calorie burn while still strengthening that core.
All right, moving on to Section 1, the 7-day movement blueprint, where we focus on strengthening the core and burning calories.
So the really good news here is that science tells us exactly what actually works, and that's a combo of regular exercise and consistency. We're going to walk through a super simple 7-day challenge designed just to get you active. It's totally beginner-friendly, requires zero equipment, and yeah, you can do the whole thing right in your living room. Let's look at the first 3 fundamental movements. Think of these as the starters for your cardio engine. Day 1 is the classic jumping jack. It gets your heart rate up fast and works multiple muscle groups all at once. You know the drill, jump feet apart, arms overhead and back. But hey, if jumping isn't great for your joints, no worries at all. Just step 1 foot out at a time and always land softly with slightly bent knees. Then, day 2 brings in high knees. Stand tall, run in place, and really drive those knees up to hip level to massively boost that cardio and calorie burn. If you're a beginner, just tone it down by marching in place. Then on day 3, we mix cardio and core with mountain climbers. Get into a plank, bring one knee toward your chest, and switch them out quick. The absolute key here is keeping your back straight. And again, just slow down the pace if you need to, as long as your form is solid.
All right, moving right along our timeline, days 4 through 7 shift the focus heavily toward muscle engagement and core stability. Day 4 is bodyweight squats. Because squats use your body's absolute largest muscle groups, they burn a massive amount of energy. Just push your hips back like you're sitting in a chair until your thighs are right about parallel to the floor, making sure to keep your chest lifted. Then, day 5 is the plank hold. Honestly, this is the ultimate core stability builder. Forearms on the floor, body in a straight line. The real secret? Brace those abs and do not let your lower back arch. Drop to your knees if you have to, because proper alignment always beats holding it longer with bad form. Day 6 uses reverse lunges to improve your balance, coordination, and lower body strength. Step backward and lower down until both knees hit 90-degree angles. Nice, slow, and controlled. Finally, day 7 introduces bicycle crunches to safely target the torso and really challenge your coordination. Lying on your back, bring opposite elbow to opposite knee. The critical tip for this one, please don't pull on your neck. Let the rotation happen entirely through your torso.
Now for Section 2, executing the routine. We're aiming for a 15 to 25-minute daily target.
Okay, so we've established the what. Now, to get the absolute best results, you're going to perform all 7 exercises in a continuous sequence. It is literally one of the most time-efficient ways to lock in a science-backed workout. Step 1, you do the exercise for 45 seconds. Step 2, take 15 seconds to rest. Step 3, move straight into the next exercise. You want to complete 2 to 3 full rounds of all 7 movements, which is totally dependent on your personal fitness level. Following this specific sequence builds cardiovascular fitness and muscular endurance incredibly efficiently. By stringing them all together, your heart rate stays elevated, which maximizes that calorie burn we were just talking about. And I really want to emphasize this right now. Consistency matters way more than perfection. If you stumble, if you need an extra second to breathe, or if you use the beginner modifications, that is 100% fine. Just keep moving.
Let's move to Section 3, the missing pillars, covering nutrition and sleep essentials.
So the crucial point here is that you could do those 7 exercises perfectly every single day, but you really can't exercise your way out of a poor lifestyle. If you're genuinely looking to lose body fat and see real changes in your composition, you gotta take a holistic approach. Let's rapid fire some evidence-based nutritional habits to give your body the raw materials it actually needs to recover. First, eat protein with every meal to support muscle recovery. Include veggies and fruits daily for vital nutrients. Pick whole grains way more often than refined carbs to keep your energy nice and stable. Definitely limit sugar-sweetened beverages. Those are usually the biggest culprits for hidden calories. Drink plenty of water all day long and just keep an eye on your portion sizes. Notice how there are no extreme crash diets here? There is no starving yourself. The science is crystal clear. Sustainable habits like these consistently outperform extreme quick fixes every single time.
Now, what's really interesting here is that prominent 7 to 9. That is the exact number of hours of quality sleep you should be aiming for every single night. You know, so many people hyper-focus on their workouts and their meal prep, but they completely ignore their sleep. Why is that a problem? Well, research shows that poor sleep actually spikes your hunger hormones. It throws your body's entire chemistry out of whack and makes weight management incredibly difficult. But a well-rested body? It's perfectly equipped to recover from those jump squats and mountain climbers. It naturally regulates your appetite, and it keeps your energy levels healthy so you can actually crush your workout the next day.
And finally, Section 4, Building Long-Term Momentum, and what the real transformation actually looks like.
If your goal is to actually feel better and lose that belly fat, we have to look at this pretty stark contrast. On one side, you've got toxic fitness myths, quick fixes, crash diets, and overnight miracles that are basically just designed to leave you exhausted and frustrated. But on the other side, you've got the grounded reality of sustainable habits. That means consistency, showing up daily, and choosing progress over perfection. Look, your fitness journey isn't a sprint. It's about building a foundation you can actually live with week after week, month after month. Now let's be completely honest with each other. Doing this routine for just 7 days isn't going to permanently transform your body overnight. But that's not the point. The whole point is that these 7 days create a spark. They build the exact momentum you need to prove to yourself that yes, you can show up and you can do the work.
7 days is the beginning of a long-term transformation. Just keep showing up for yourself every single day, and I promise you, your future self will absolutely thank you for it. So my challenge to you as we wrap up this explainer is super simple. Are you going to keep chasing the illusion of a 7-day miracle, or are you ready to spend the next 7 days building a foundation that'll last a lifetime? The roadmap is right here in front of you. Go ahead and start day 1 today.